What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. This time we're going to be previewing the Premier League match day number 4 home match, second home match of the season against Brighton and Hove Albion. Before we crack on with this video though, don't forget, like always, if you are interested, make sure you press that red button, subscribe, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're aiming for 5,000 subscribers. We're less than 160 subscribers away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you want to go and check out my social media links, you can find them in description below and popping up on screen for my Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget, let me know your thoughts in the comments below with your team and score prediction for this game. So we're going to crack on with this preview. Like I said, Etihad Stadium, 3 PM kickoff, British summertime, Saturday, August 31st. It's the second home game of the season for Manchester City in the Premier League match day 4, and it's also the last match before the September international break. City at this moment in time have picked up 7 points from 3 games, aiming to pick up 10 points from 4, which would be a decent start to the season. Currently second in the league, got a chance here to go first too. Liverpool are playing later than us. We're kicking off at 3 o'clock on the Saturday. Liverpool are kicking off at 5:30 on the Saturday. That's PM, by the way. So we've got a chance here to momentarily at least go top. Liverpool playing away against Burnley. Yeah, we're doing that again where we're looking at each other's fixtures. It's got to that and we're only, well, into the 4th round preview. So yeah, there we go. For Brighton, they're 8th at this moment in time, picked up 4 points from 3 games, and currently, I think, won their last away game. So yeah, so Brighton, they've played twice away from home. They've won both games this season. They beat Watford in that controversial handball. Do you remember it? First game of the season, wasn't given as a penalty, and Brighton ended up romping home, winning 3-0. They also beat Bristol Rovers this midweek in the Carabao Cup second round. At home though, in their 2 games in the Premier League that they've played, they drew at home to West Ham before losing last week against Southampton 2-0. So looking pretty decent away from home, looking a bit sketchy though at home, so a bit unpredictable, and a potential niggly little game this for Manchester City. So we'll first up look at our oppositions, and for Brighton, player called Andone, I hope that's how you say his name. He was sent off for Brighton though. Last week he plays as a striker for Brighton. He was sent off against Southampton, so he's going to be suspended for this game, so I suspect that we're going to see Glenn Murray starting instead, which suits Brighton really. It gives them a good outlet up top to be able to hold the ball up, allows them to have that route one option, allows them to clear ball into space, and allows them then to go and run onto it and allow their wingers into the game. We might see Pascal Gross playing in this game. We've got Dale Stephens playing in the middle too. He's a decent player, but to me, I was looking at their squad, and in particular at the back, it looks pretty strong. So we're talking players like Dunk, Duffy, Bruyne. These are decent, tall, physical players that could well cause Manchester City a lot of problems, in particular on set pieces and that pesky little front post corner. You know, when they just put the ball in, get it to the front post, get the big men there, and City struggle a lot with the height because our squad isn't very tall and it isn't very physical. That is why we was after Harry Maguire all summer but didn't end up signing him. So it's something that Brighton may well target in this game. It's a difficult game. Graham Potter, their manager, of course, pushed us all the way for Swansea last season. He was manager of Swansea last season. He's gone to Brighton since they sacked Chris Hughton at the end of the season, which we won't get into the politics of football, but he was sacked just after the game but City played away against Brighton at the Amex Stadium, where Manchester City ended up winning and winning the Premier League. Let's not forget, who could forget that? City won on their turf, won the Premier League on their turf, and they'll want to come and do an upset on our turf now and going to win this game. So it's a no-pressure game for Brighton. No one's expecting them to do anything, which makes it a dangerous, niggly team. And it's one of those that if we don't break it down early, then they're going to grow in confidence and the game's just going to go on, and it's going to get more and more and more difficult, and it'll open up space for Brighton to be able to go into and a possibility of winning the game. We have to be very careful and we have to play to the best of our ability. Lucky for us though, we've had a week's rest. We're not playing every 3 days, so we should have a nice fit, fresh squad going into this game. So team news for Manchester City, we're talking no Leroy Sané and Gabriel Jesus, but we're expecting to have everyone else back. I don't know if Benjamin Mendy's going to be available for selection in this game or not, but he's back in training. So it might be interesting to see if he does end up making the bench or not. Will we see Cancelo starting this game for the first time? Potentially. Who we're going to be starting on the wings? Is it going to see Riyad Mahrez coming in? We're going to stick with Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling. I think we're probably going to be sticking with the latter. Aguero, though, will definitely lead the lines with Gabriel Jesus being injured. We've got John Stones training and working hard, so he may well be in contention to feature. But considering how physical Brighton are probably going to be, they're going to be targeting things like set pieces and long throws. We're probably going to go with our best aerial player at the back, which is Otamendi. So that's what I reckon we'll go with. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now. I've I've gone for Ederson in goal. I've gone for Cancelo to make his debut. I've gone for Zinchenko at left back. I've gone with Otamendi and Laporte. Won't surprise me if we see John Stones. But like I said, tall, physical side. They're going to be targeting set pieces. That is one big plus that Brighton's got on Manchester City, and so we're going to have to go with our best header of the ball, which is Otamendi at the back. I've gone with Rodri, another tall physical player, De Bruyne and David Silva. It's a frightening midfield. That, and gone with Bernardo Silva, Raheem Sterling and Sergio Aguero. That to me potentially is our strongest 11. Obviously I'd have Kyle Walker starting because he's played throughout pre-season and played the majority of the games for Manchester City, but at some point Cancelo has to make a start and make his debut. We've got to see what he is capable of. Came on in the 91st minute in the last game, so I'd probably bring him on for this game and see how he does. Of course, Manchester City in their last game, we were away from home and ended up winning the game. Bournemouth, which we saw Cancelo coming on, so that's what I'd be looking for. So in terms of a score prediction for this game, difficult one. I've gone for 3-0 Manchester City. It sounds very comfortable, but I don't think it'll be comfortable. I can sense City scoring in both halves. I can sense us breaking down Brighton and scoring, them sitting tight and making it as difficult as possible, and at some point in the second half City being able to break them down using their quality and stretching the pitch and tiring Brighton out and getting that killer 2-goal cushion, then taking the game from there. We've got VAR in use for this game, of course. It's been frustrating for both Manchester City and Brighton and Hove Albion this season. Don't think City are just the only team to feel hard done by VAR. Brighton, like I've already mentioned, with a handball, they've had sending offs, they've had goal disallowed and things like that, so they felt the hard whip basically of VAR, and City of course have felt the harsh whip of VAR. But we have had some fortune with not having VAR. Up against Graham Potter last season with Swansea, of course, we ended up coming from 2-0 down to beat them 3-2 away in the FA Cup. Of course, if VAR was in use, the City might have had one, potentially 2 goals disallowed. I think it was the penalty and, of course, the offside winner that City ended up getting. So, yeah, take what you will from this game. Brighton team, basically, they're a physically strong team. They're a team that's going to look to go route one. They were a team that's going to look to try and frustrate Manchester City. City needs to be on the ball in this game, because if we don't, Brighton's got enough quality. All Premier League teams have quality. Brighton's got enough quality here to be able to cause Manchester City problems. So I'm looking for City to try and win this game. It'll be hard work. It'll be a hard-fought win, I'm sure. But I'm happy as long as we're able to pick up any win. So that's what I'm aiming for this game. Of course, the game isn't on television. It's 3 o'clock in the United Kingdom on a Saturday. So 3 o'clock games on a Saturday in the Premier League aren't going to be on television. So if you're watching from abroad, it might be on television for you to be able to watch. If you can't get to the game, you can listen online. You can follow tweets, or you can, of course, online streams, and you can watch the game that way, or you can get yourself down to the game too. I think there's still some tickets left for the Etihad Stadium, so if you want to get yourself down to the game and it's possible for you to get there, go and watch some high quality football on action. Of course, going to have the analysis up after the game. That's probably going to be on Sunday though, because I'm probably not going to have time tomorrow to be able to do an analysis for the game, so that will probably be up on Sunday morning for you to enjoy. And I'm going to the game, so I'm thinking of potentially here doing a match vlog. If you want to see a match vlog for the game, please just let me know in the comments below and I'll produce a match vlog for you, which again, if I do one, will be up on Sunday morning along with the analysis, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please let me know your team prediction for this game and your score prediction and how you think the game's going to go. Any Brighton fans that are watching, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below too. Always interesting what opposition fans do have to say. What do you make of Manchester City? What do you fancy for your chances going into this game? Where's your biggest threats going to come from? How's the game going to go? Please do let me know your thoughts there. Also, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, so I know that you do enjoy the video. Like I said before, aiming for 5,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. So make sure you press that red button, subscribe, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And make sure also you go and check out my social media links, which you can find in description below and popping up on screen, for my Twitter and Instagram. If you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, keep you up to date with all the latest happening with Manchester City, of course, on Twitter, and keep you up to date with everything happening with JSGC on Instagram. If you want to go and follow me on there, links in description below. So there we go, that has been the video. Got my fingers crossed we're going to be able to pick up a win, end the first part of the Premier League season before we get to the international break, hopefully on a win. 10 points from a potential 12 is a good start to the season. Take our stride, go from there. Of course, it's going to be all action when we come back after the international break. We'll be playing every 3 days, Champions League, League Cups, things like that. So it's all going to come thick and fast. Going to take it in our stride. So that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all again for the next Manchester City video. So it's been JSGC. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.